Ndewonu, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Girl Child Initiative for this wonderful award. Please forgive my voice. I've got a bit of a cold, so it's a bit scratchy. This award is really quite dear to me, the Epitome of Human Developmental Award 2023. I've received so many awards in my life, but I tell you, there's none that I value more when it comes from people that I work with for the population that I deal with, such as very young girls. I am so very, very happy to be here today, and I wish to thank the President, Kelechi Ohere, for this honor. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Stella Ago, the State Director for Enugu State for the African Women Mobilization Commission, for coming in to represent me today. I truly wish I was able to be there with you physically, to experience your energy and to share my thoughts with you. But even though I'm not there with you physically, I am here with you spiritually and visually. To be a girl child is perhaps the greatest gift that God has given to humanity, because it is through you that generations of kings and queens and men and women are born. You are the cause and the reason for the survival of the world. Yes, the girl child. When you become women, you become the reason for the survival of the world. Even though you have this honor, often it is not appreciated. Often you are disrespected and taken for granted. But I want you to look at yourself from the perspective of the gift to humanity that you are. This requires that you take charge of your mind so that you're not manipulated and discouraged from achieving beyond measure. Your greatest gift is your mind. Unfortunately, the most powerful tool in the hands of an oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. Not your worldly goods, not your money, etc. Stephen Biko, the South African civil rights activist, said that to young South Africans. The most powerful tool in the hands of an oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. According to Iyanla Vanzant, a motivational speaker, she says that a tool is something that you work with to build or to destroy something. So in the hands of a person who doesn't mean you any good, your mind is critical because it can be twisted to believe anything, real or unreal. My father understood this. When I was a child, he would take me to the back of our home in Enugu to face the east, because the backyard faced the east. And he would ask me to sit with him and watch the sunrise. We did this as early as 5 a.m. in the morning. I didn't quite understand why he wanted me to watch the sunrise. But finally, he told me that the reason was that he wanted me to see the only thing greater than me, the sun, the greatest manifestation of Chineke. And you know what he would say to me? He said, Owa, you don't have the right to die until you made a difference, and never live anywhere unknown. So who are your oppressors? That is the question. Who are your oppressors? Well, let's look at it. Your oppressors are those who try to convince you that you're not important, that you're not deserving of good things in life, or that being a girl is somehow less than being a man. Remember who I never allow such people to control your mind. If you believe in anything that you want in your life, fight for it. Lose all terror of opposition for it. There is nothing that you want in this life that you cannot have. There's nothing you need that doesn't already exist. There's nothing that does exist that is too good for you. And there's nothing anybody has that you cannot have. So make the decision to achieve your dreams and your goals and let no one rain on your parade. You just get up there, sister. You just get up there and you fight. You do what you have to do. Believe in yourself. Understand that you can make anything happen if you put your heart to it. If you don't listen to the naysayers, yes, you can. And then the other oppressor could be those things that you do that you know you have no business doing, but you do them anyway. You don't allow those kinds of things to control your mind. Sometimes we fall into the trap of listening to our friends convince us to do things that we know we should not be doing, such as drinking, doing drugs, and engaging in premarital sex. When you are in control of your mind, you never allow other people's opinion about you to become your reality. You take responsibility for your psychological well-being, your health, your mental health, everything. You do not allow anyone to shoot on you, should do this, should not do that. You don't allow people to do that to you. You must take the responsibility to define yourself and never allow other people to define you. See, when people define you, then you have to be what they expect of you. You cannot be who you are. You do whatever is necessary to prove that you are your own person and you are your very own best friend. If you must let go of bad company, do that, because it's okay. You must learn that you are your own best friend, your own best company. Who else is your oppressor? Do you know that you can be your own oppressor? Sometimes we convince ourselves or allow other people to convince us that we are not good enough, not beautiful enough, not smart enough, and undeserving of respect. When you believe such things about yourself, you become your own oppressor. You may be looking and thinking it's other people who are oppressing you. Yes, other people may oppress you, but you also play a role. When you buy into their notion of who you are, then you become your own oppressor. I'm reminded of a gentleman in my village whose name was Okojumbo. Okojumbo was ugly. I'm sorry to use that expression, but he was. He had a big head. He walked with a funny gait. He walked all funny. And we as little kids, we didn't know any better, but we were teasing him. It gave us joy to tease him. We would sing songs that were intended to make him feel bad. But you know what? He always smiled. We were doing all those things to upset him, but he wouldn't get upset. It didn't bother him. So finally, we asked him, why do you always smile, even though we're calling you names and being mean to you? And he said, the reason why he smiles is because it's not what you think of me that matters to me, he says. It's what I think about myself. You see, you may think that you are what you are on your own. Without me, how would you know that you're beautiful? Without me, how would you know that you're tall? Without me, how would you know that you're skinny? In other words, if you're taller than I am, then I'm shorter than you are. If you're fatter than I am, I'm thinner than you are. If you're smarter than I am, I'm dumber than you are. But the point I'm trying to make to you, he said, is that you cannot be greater than me in everything. I balance you out. I am the reason why you know who you are. And he'll take his pail and put it back on his head and just keep going. It took us a little while to understand what this man was telling us. He was telling us that we don't justify his existence, that he's fine with what he is and who he is. And he told us to look at ourselves and ask ourselves why we think it's important to call him names. You truly must not be happy with yourselves, he said. And he'll walk away smiling as he goes. You see, you never allow yourself to put limitations on your mind. Your self-imposed limitations control your life. So you must not allow it. Because what you think you are is how you act, and that's what you become. Love yourself just the way you are. The way Chineke made you. You are beautiful beyond measure. It's not what you are called that matters. It's what you answer to. Your oppressor could be something that you eat. See, we eat things that are not healthy for us. Now, I want you to give that some thought. Now, I know sometimes things are very difficult. You eat whatever you have to eat to sustain yourself, to live. And under such circumstances, you can't help it. However, a lifetime of eating the wrong things ultimately makes your food your oppressor. So be careful what you eat. If you can help it, eat healthy. Your oppressor could also be the society you live in. See, the society sometimes imposes certain cultural attitudes and rules that do not take into consideration your right as a human being. Your right as a girl to be able to go beyond these limitations and go get and climb the mountaintop. What we call culture in some cases is truly discrimination. However, you cannot complain about what people do to you when you allow it to be done to you. You have to take responsibility as you get older. When you see that things are not correct, things are discriminatory, things are bad, things are not kind, and things are not fair, you must speak up. Because nobody can cause the change to happen but you. Nothing changes in silence. Sometimes you must be the voice that would stir up on consciousness and the conscience of society when the time is right. As you journey through life, ladies, you're going to be met with challenges and obstacles. What I want you to know is that challenges are not necessarily a bad thing. What the challenges do for you is that they help you to build your muscles, big fat muscles that you can flex. You're going to face obstacles thrown in your way to keep you from climbing. But the good news is that you can overcome your obstacles. You can overcome them as well, because all obstacles do is to teach you how to walk around them and get out of the way. You don't have to be stuck at the point of the obstacle. You learn how to walk around it. Be prepared for people not to like the new you that is emerging as you get older. As you have learned to control your mind, as you have become a more independent thinker, not everybody is going to be happy for you. But that's okay. It's not because they don't like you. It's because they are afraid of that wonderful person that's developing, that's going to leave them behind. So what you do is continue to climb. Continue to climb toward your destination. Don't look down. As those people who don't want to see you make it up the success ladder, clawing at you and throwing stones, telling you to come down and stay with them in the valley where they think you belong. The good news is that when they throw those stones in the air, gravity pulls it down and knocks them on their head, falls on their heads while you keep on climbing. Remember that you came from a long line of successful human beings. You're the queen's daughters and the king's daughters. You are what life is all about. You were born to inherit the kingdom. You are survivors. Your crown has already been bought and paid for. All you have to do is pick it up and put it on your head and walk in holy boldness. Yes, sir. So, young ladies, from now on, stand up with your head held high and know that you have the wisdom of your ancestors in your mind. Yes, 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 you do. Stand up because you have the sacredness of the soaring eagles in your bones. Yes, young ladies, stand up knowing that you can be a fierce warrior for the good of mankind and for your own personal good. Stand up knowing that you have the wisdom of your great-grandmothers and your great-grandfathers in your mind, accessible to you through the power of your spirit. Young women, stand up and define yourselves, speak for yourselves, and never allow others to do that for you. Go beyond your humanness and enter the unlimited world of the possibilities of the unknown. When you achieve this level of consciousness about who you are, the universe will pick you up. Chineke will hold you up and keep you up. And you have the holy boldness to look at the world and say, I am a girl, future woman, and I am darn proud of it. Ladies, it has been an honor to address you today, and I really truly look forward to the opportunity of seeing you in the very near future. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful rest of your day.